Junie Jones 14. Chapter 4. The Disagreement. On Monday, I came into a room my very dread. Mrs. Look, I said, I have all my valentines for the big giant valentine's box. They are right here in this paper bag I'm carrying. I want to make sure inside it. Sit down, Mrs. I miss every single card to the exact person who will get it. I spent Mrs. patting my hand, and she said the word, good job. Then she took me to my hand, and she showed me how to open my valentines to the mailbox in the box. I do believe that you are the very first person in the room to bring in your cards, said Mrs. I didn't get the exciting news. First, Mrs. I asked, I'm really first. After that, I sprang very high in the air, and I went around and around in a circle. I have never been first in anything before, I said discreetly. Not ever, never. And so what is my prize for winning? I closed my eyes and held out my hands. Put them right in my hands, okay, Mrs.? I won't even pick, I promise. After that, I stood there very patient, but nothing was put in my hands. Finally, Mrs. bent down next to my ear. Junie, honey, I'm really sorry, but there is no prize, she said. We weren't actually having a contest. I opened my eyes. We weren't, I asked. Mrs. shook her head no. My scissors slumped a teeny bit. So then the prize will be out of the question then, probably, I said. Mrs. shrieked. I'm afraid I didn't buy any prizes, she said. After that, I rocked back and forth in my feet, and I thought and thought, would you have a mint in your drawer, maybe, or some stickers? I asked. Mrs. smiled. Then she took me to her desk and made a look in the drawer. How about a broken piece of chalk and a yellow rubber band? She asked. So I asked. I said. After that, Mrs. told me congratulations, and she gave me my prizes. I quickly shoved them in my table to show them to Lucille. She wore her nose. Yeah, have you been going to the trash can again? She asked. No, silly. These are my prizes, I said. I got a project for my bringing my Valentine's purse. Lucille smoothed her dress. Yes, I will have brought my cards in today too, but they're not back from the printer, she told me. What? I said. What printers? Printers where they print my name on the cards, she said. When till the student will be. Every card would have love and kisses from Lucille on the bottom of it. She hugged herself. They are so beautiful, she said. Valentine has a cherry lollipop on the front, and the lollipop is the shape of Cupid. She sighed, very dreamy. Cupid is a symbol of Valentine's Day, you know, she said. Of course I know, I said back. Plus, also socks and shoes are a symbol of Valentine's Day too, because that's where on my cards. After that, me and Lucia did our work to rest us. Then both of us went outside to play with the other best friend named Grace. And it's bad for us, because it was so keep on bragging about Valentine's Day, and that's how come she and that Grace got into disagreement. I'm going to get more Valentines than anyone, bragged Lucille. That's because the boys love me better than any other girl, they will bring me lots and lots of cards. Grace looked curious at her. But Mrs. had to only bring one card for every boy and girl, remember? Not lots and lots. Lucille frowned and fancy dress. Really, Grace, look at me for goodness sake. I am precious, and when you're precious, boys automatically bring me lots of Valentines. They just can't help themselves. She told all around. I'm the cutest girl in the room, she said. I'm way cuter than anyone else. She giggled and pointed. Even you. After that, Grace surrendered from, because that hurt her feelings, I think. I tapped on the said, yeah, only Grace is the nicest of the eyes. And so maybe boys will bring a lot of Valentines too. Lucille did a half a at me, but I'm richer than Grace, Junie B, and so that's another reason to bring me more, she said. I thought for a minute. Yes, but Grace can run faster, I said. So let's say, Lucille. My hair is longer and boys like long hair. I looked at Grace's head, but Grace's hair is springier and curlier, I said, and that is true at the bottom. Lucille was squinting eyes at me, but I have a big screen TV and a pool, she said, Viola. Let's go. Me and Dad Grace the dinner house together, and we got into a hug. Finally, I look up at Lucille. Okay, here we came up with, I said. Look, Grace can visit Dorothy. Plus, she can be years, but also she can jump a basketball to her legs while she's running. Lucille jumped up down. But I have a pony, she hollered. I patted her real sympathetic. Sorry, I said yourself, Grace as a snake. After that, Lucia showed us a very swimming. She sat down on the grass, because boys love steak better than anything. Pretty soon that Grace sat down next to Lucia, and she put her arm around Lucia's shoulders, and she patted her. Yes, and guess what else? Grace is a good sport. Chapter 5, Valentine's Time. Valentine's Day came on Friday. And guess what? My grandma Helen will live on my special Valentine outfit, and it matched my heart antennas very perfect. That day at school, I spit all around the room, but I was tripped for the eyes, I tell you. Finally, I sat down in my seat, and Mrs. took attendance. And guess what? Nobody was absent, because who wants to miss a party? That's why. After attendance, Mrs. put a special Valentine's apron, and she had a big car parked in the front, and Mrs. filled it up with pocket in Valentine's card from the box, and she delivered them all of the children. And wait till you hear this. The very Valentine will be delivered to me, to Junie B. Jones, and it said my name right on the envelope. Yahoo! I said, real thrilled. I'm the first again, Mrs. Yahoo! Yahoo! After that, Mrs. gave on the living room to the whole Valentine's box was empty, and all of us got to open their cards, and it was fun as a birthday party. I'll tell you. Lucille finished opening her Valentine. She called Grace to her table. Come here, Grace. Come here and bring your Valentines, and I can count your cards, and we will see who get the most from the boys, she said. Grace came over. She smiled kind of nervous. Well, okay, here goes, she said. Then Grace put all of her Valentines in front of me and Lucille, and she counted them one by one. Grace and Grace wasn't smiling anymore. Raz, I knew I shouldn't come over here, she said. Lucille grinned a teeny bit. Why, Grace? She asked. How many did you get? You have to tell me, Grace. How many? Grace said a big sigh. I only got 17, she said. I only got one card from every person, and that's so nice, Grace. Lucille's face got lighted up very bright, and she fluffed her hair all around in the air. Gee, I'm sorry to hear that, Grace, she said. Well, I suppose I should count mine now. After that, Lucille counted the cards in front of me and Grace, and she counted them right out loud. 13, 14, 15, 16. All of a sudden, Lucille stopped counting because there was only one Valentine left in her pile. That's why she quickly stood up at her seat, and she looked all around herself. First she looked under the table, then she looked on top of the chair, and all over the floor. Also she looked at her pockets and her backpack and her purse. Finally she stepped down very well upset. I don't understand, she said. How could this be happening every day? My nana tells me how special I am, but 17 Valentine isn't special at all. 17 Valentine is just as everybody else. I did a sigh. Yeah, nurse, I said. You can't believe the word they say. Grace so cheery. Count yours, Junie B. Count your Valentine and see if you got 17 like Lucille and me. Of course I got 17, silly Grace, I told her. Everybody in this whole room got 17. It was a rule, remember? After that, I put all my cards in a pile, and I counted them right out loud, just like Lucille, as their phone. Then I counted them again, and even again. And guess what? Somebody broke the rule, that's what. I sprang on my chair. All right, people, who didn't send me a Valentine? And do not try to deny it, because I got only 16 cards in my pile. I pointed a finger at the mini-gym. Was it you, Mr. Are you the Mr. Hatter who didn't send me one? I looked all around. Or maybe it was you, Mr. Pollard and Papa. Or you, Shirley, who I didn't know your last name. Or you, Roger. Or just the Mrs. stood up off my chair. Do not stand in your chair, Junie B, she said. Then please do not fight about Valentine's. If someone doesn't send you a card. It was just a mistake. No one would do something like that on purpose. I'm sure of it. After I sat back down on my seat and I looked at that woman very curious, because Mrs. is a nice teacher, but sometimes she doesn't understand children at all. Chapter 6 Bingo. I put my head on my table because I need to figure out who didn't send me a Valentine. That's why I think real hard. Then all of a sudden I spring down. Lucy, I think of a plan. I think of how to find that guy. All I have to do is see the names who signed my Valentine's. Go to whoever is missing is the person who didn't sign me one. Lucy looked mad at me. That's a very smart of you, Junie, she said. I used to be uncomfortable. I know it, I said back. My head is sharp as a tack. After that, I got all my Valentine in a pile, and me and Lucy look at the people who signed them. We keep a track of their names very good. That only too bad for me, because 7 of my Valentines weren't even signed. Darn it, I said. Now what am I supposed to do? Just then I saw Mrs. hurrying up to my table again. Junie B, I got good news for you, she said. Guess what I found in the bottom of the Valentine's box? I said real quick. Because guessing games are my favorite, of course. And meatballs, I said. Mrs. Stefan knows Junie, why would there meatball in the box? Think about it. Well, have people been playing the Valentine's box all week? Valentine's cards, I said real smart. Right, I said. How many Valentines you get today? 16, I told her. Yes, she said. You're missing a orange juice. And so what do you think I found in the bottom of the box just now? This time I told my hardest. A meatball, I said. Mrs. rolled her eyes by picking the ceiling, and I looked up there too, but I didn't see anything. Finally, Mrs. put the envelope from behind her back. "No, this, Junie B," she said. "This was found in the bottom of the box. I found this big envelope, and it's addressed to you." My mouth came wide open, very shocked. Then all of a sudden, I clapped my hands very good. "Hey, wait a second here. Maybe this could be my missing envelope." Mrs. looked funny at me. "Bingo," she said, kind of soft. "Yes," I said. I shouted, "Bingo, bingo, bingo." After that, I jumped up and down and danced all around, because nobody broke the rule after all, and it was very nice of them. After I finished dancing, I opened up my envelope, but there was a beautiful card in the envelope. There's a list and a heart over the front, and it had pop ribbons was waved all around the edge. "Look, Mrs. Look, it's a mushy-gushy kind," I said. "I always wanted those things." "Who sent it, huh? Where's me their names, okay? Who sent it? Mrs. opened the card and looked at the name. She laughed out loud. Well, it looks like you got yourself a fan," she said. She ruffled my hair. "This card was signed from Sugar and Meyer." I raised my eyebrows. "Huh? What? Who?" Mrs. smiled. "A secret one is who like you very much, but he's too shy to tell you," she explained. "Guess what, your Valentine's Day turned out very good after all, huh?" she said. "Yes, my Valentine's Day turned out almost perfect," I said. "And now all I have to do is figure out who my secret admirer is, and I'll be in business." After that, I put my head on my table, and I closed my eyes, because I need to think of another plan, of course. Continue.
Good job.